좀 봄에 공카
Shen
이게 있는다.
Loma Condes.
신기로마.
Shino Condes, Shino Euro. This young Singe Cal on the Patronian, Shahres, Tronian. Or
신기 가지선 건다고.
Singe Can Lan. Then the Trontier can Shahres, Tronian. Parkiris, Tronian, Giris.
오늘은 도도 생게.
그 Singe Saro, the Parkin, Pomo, Shen Lock on the labs on the Kine Tronian, Shahres, Singe Calan.
부모디케라.
That is Sayat did not Pomula, but Pomula since I think Pomotikiro. What is that Tambochi? Nipa de Lambondi Java is. You're not done so teaching. You can go sad on.
제시 과시게. 이게 맨하트는 같이 제가 뭐 못한 거라.
한다야 람보체. 부모로 중이롱들 세. 부모로 중이롱들 낙세합라 손에 신 메토 두가로스 메토 두가 낙세합라 손들. 되네 람보체 소리스. 어떤 람보체 직소나 대주자 잡사로 노바지로 노바로 사다 사그마라 람보체.
람보체 모란데 바세 세토세로레.
어치네 대지도 드마 체레스 드마 조바레스 제 람보체티 나제 요라 나림보제 요라我提起从的重建的把下我重建中的我提开始怎样的重建中去他行中这里去这里结果保证好是几日在某人结果开起码做那么清楚的都是结果保证好是几日重建的去呢他行的咱们的过程之这结果保证好是几日제로 포장 시도 되는 뭐랑 손남 침보래서 제로 좀 못치래서 손남 침보서 레스남 못 지키고요.
개보기 뭐랑 손남 침보래 송송.
와다 맞서 손남 침보래 나와서지. 제로 좀 시래서. 이봐 들어와. 손파제다 매연지 관자 제로. 我没看见过的，那青藏你买这个啥哇？青藏你买这个的，现在咱们也得讲青藏先把这康巴没加不是，我康巴没加不这出投票上嘛哇？这准嘛？
没在这嘛这把的哇？这里前几天没在先把这个没加的。
我在没上你这个嘛哇？像嘛这个错在提是没加啥哇？嘛这是没上你个个哇？我这错是康巴没加啥哇？先年的。这加不这呢准嘛是吧？这这呢可能康别这个在真把穷的，吃了话的这呢没些事的。我在希望这土著你管吧。他南嘎在做的从办的在做南嘎做说的，这土著的给提从的是，这准嘛程度从办的准嘛程的是程度，但是土著的没拖上去是也是，我没拖上去呢，我的下段时间呢是，起码主要个我投资车的是，查是投车土著明白，只查。
我全部买到叫什么？你啥东西去了？这里主打包这图没吧？
图没就这个我查试试。
买到的。
安提拉上就是是吧？
这汤包得了是吧？这生的中间那生的中间那苏克上没得克生，新冬天的克生，父母的克生。
但父母的啦，生的那把去那先多年的啦。生给老百姓学了哇，对，我记住，这现通天他会议会议啦，么都样的，这记住嘛了，说这样的说吧，大不对，这父母心落空的呢，来不来成对起来，这父母心落空的呢，这记住准备做完是吧？
这可生，这中间的说可生，
또 총재 부모신 로제 기송제 신로마제
신기 동캔데
말에 둘로 신로마 공 뭐라 신동년제 이러와 신동캔제 이러와
이내 당보 미치기도 아식도 신동캔 여러와 당보 미치
어때 다 신로제 부모티 키디 마 총재지 지레스 뭐 생겨서 로치로
그 당보 신동캔데
또 신동캔한테 다다디 신동캔한테 다다디 생겨서 로치로 생겨
데리 코란스 로마서바 답데니 부모신 로마신 딜랩송 데리 생게디 부모디 크로선데니 신동캔디 카샤선 서바 담케디
생겨 피 마송제 부모 신로마제 키송제 신로마제 부모제 여러 신로제
데리 서바 담케디 마르와 서바 담케디 포데르와
서바 담케디 신투니한테와 신중년
디 카라차선 디 나나 라선
코로나 모라나 생겨서 로치로 생겨서 로치 지출만 답디 부모 신로제제 용네 생겨서 마주네 마 총재랑 시송스 총재랑 디송스 총재랑 생겨 연구 말아
부모데 어때래 부모디 신동편데 커서네
소소 부모 신로제 키네 총재
부모데 커서 오케이 and so there's a prayer to Tara that says how she protects from the 8 and 16 kinds of fear. And there's a brief prayer that also in our sadhana, and the English version is on page 40. It says, it mentions, so she dispels bad dreams and ill omens, the 8 fears and all harm and so forth. So there's these 8 fears. So Rinpoche is explaining those 8 fears. And there's some story behind each of these. So the first one is she protects from the fear of lions. And so there's the story where a man a woodcutter was going into the forest, and then he met with a lion there, and then he supplicated to Tara. And the lion was kind of posed in a threatening way, ready to attack him. And then the woodcutter supplicated to Tara, and then a girl dressed in leaves appeared, and she was obviously an emanation of Tara, and she picked up the woodcutter and carried him back into the city, because in the city there's no lion, so then in the city he'll be protected from the lion. And the second fear is the fear of elephants. So I was a 12-year-old girl who went into a flower meadow to pick flowers, and that's where she met an elephant who also was ready to attack her. And she remembered Tara supplicated to Tara, and then the elephant picked her up with its trunk and carried her into the city, right to the king's palace. And then she became the queen of the king. And so many people say that she has a lot of merit, that the elephant would carry her directly to the king's palace. And then the third is the fear of fire. So there once were 2 families who had a disagreement, and then in the middle of the night, one family set fire on the house, the home of another family, while they were sleeping. And then they were supplicating to Tara again, and then a cloud appeared above their house, and rain fell down, and the fire was extinguished. And then number 4 is the fear of poisonous snakes. So there was a merchant, a trader on the road, and he met a poisonous snake, and then he supplicated to Tara. And then the snake first transformed into a flower, and then 7 days later, it transformed into a white, non-toxic snake. Yeah.
that kare lawa te ta se chahwa ro gumbo sen chumku sen chahwa ro chahbian ji kwa jia res te chahbian ji kwa jia te kare sen na mima songpong be long chu chimbo je yores songpong long chu chimbo je yores te sa jia ze
Songpong lo chimbo
long chu chimbo chupo je yores
long chu chimbo
te long chu chimbo je yodu ko sa jia himba je zan zhou shu du te lam ga ko rang su be mambo yo sarwa ko rang su songba sen mambo yo sarwa sha te ngai ma ro nya changma je chahwe si te ka ye chim chu ten nam sen zhan men da chim chu ten chi wo ten chi je chim chu zhan men da chim chu chem je chem zhan men da shen ze da chim chu du bo ten ma bo chi je xiao hui wo te chi xiao du cong bong ze zuo ba te ye zu zhen ma zuo ba je da piao du wo te ne cong bong ze zuo ba de de ne ze bao wu te ma bo bao wu ze de men te cong jia tuo de ma bo人民主啊，中间托的忙不穷的，这小伙子都怕他的没吧？这些是这对这从不可能，对我能着托这些。我的呢，除了这，他总了讲，总康堂这边的是，你妈没结过嘛？这个事儿吧？这过嘛这结果，黄总了这那国家啥的，国家家晓得，
nam quốc gia
过嘛家。
bang su na chang kiabo bang na ko ma kyap sa
假如说哪个国家，我国家就比真的国家强的啥子，真强通，国啥是说是，真没用，真通我啥话过了，真没用通的国中港那块就说是，中港那在就晓得，这他批群没对，这说吧大国基础中嘛说吧是 W，真的前边打不下有了掐，那么去掐，我那么去掐，他就。看到咱们的这个话呗，实际的中康可能他在这中呢，当票他话题上面错了，中康给我可能让其写这些，这些从可能真着他不是了，我真着他对真的，这节了，可能没那么这没那么父母渐渐咱们的拖的甚至用的，他就让给个之前，
胖么哎，
没那么了父母。渐渐咱们的有就听着，这种呢，前两年个之前呢，起码过嘛家是，过家是那个是帮过来是，我这是拉来是，给我也不起是。我担心你了，看看。
So then the fifth one is the threat of bandits, and also there was once another merchant who was quite wealthy, and he was going to go to a different area to trade, and many other merchants before him had walked on that path. And like the ones who walked there before, they were attacked by bandits, by robbers, and so robbed and killed. And so when this merchant realized that, he supplicated to Tara, and then many heroes appeared holding weapons. They were all emanations of Tara, and they sent the bandits far away. And then the merchant was able to reach destination well. And then number 6 is the threat of imprisonment, prisons. And so there was once a thief who stole things from a certain king's subjects. And so one time he stole some beer. And then he drank the beer and got drunk. And then because he was drunk, people found him, exposed him, and they put him in prison. And all he could do is supplicate to Tara. So he supplicated to Tara. And then some different colored birds appeared from the sky. And they released him from all his ropes. And he was able to escape from the prison. And then he had a dream of a girl with many ornaments, and she said to him, "If you remember my kindness, then please avoid stealing from others, and act in a virtuous way."
다 등바데 jansola 지카레스 잠소라 요라 니마 총바도 잠소나 마문로레 람도 와테 잠소나 손뒤세네 총바도 카시 노르버 텐도 마볼라 소용도세 잠소키나타 노르다로 요사나 노르다 칼르도 테소 토초네 janso시wo 초레스 초테도 야본로 마주 와 jan소 바발라 시wo 총데 초테도 야본로 마주 테총레스 데 코나소제 라완총동 참종동 테소 Monam Jabres, Chung Pian Maris. Or the Jitruma, Tina Somba Jitruma, Sorwa JW, or the Nas, the Yajuba Nayakas, Sina was so Gitchim Bottom, the long to the past share, Koran to Sama, Trade Jima, so lot of place. And the Malay, so that's a Carabao, a lot of place. Or the Tajiba, Shazi, Shaza, and Jane, Shaza.
Take her.
Shaza said the user, or Shaza and Jane, there some Shaza says, or then Jane, but Yamazula, Gendu Mambo Yosarwa. The Gendu J. Gonda, the Gendu Jailer. Tatik Nientok can do, but Nientok is Tipa Membe can do center. Shall Gendu Center Mambo Josala. The mother Gendu Jailer, Shaza and Law and Gambo, but and Jas and Law this Gamba. Or then Cheva take there, she not so you. What the Gendu Tichabati can go to so soon was a rock. The Kotipa Chimbo, Lata and German Jifa Jecho said the Yorsia Ponius on Jetu German Sorba Tabres. Tesorba W. The Hamo kind of the good on Napoli, red for this. The chong is
Lamo Canada, Lamon Arena.
Can't on Napoli, the red for the day. Or red for the sense is what in it. Shazat or Shenanchi get to tell us all sorts. So bad or the Gonta the shoes. What a jibater. What then jibaji, Judo, said that inside. What then Jivan Nancy, Judo, the not and down the water. Or Tichita, Tichi.
And then number 7 is the fear of ocean waves. So in the past, many merchants would go into the ocean to find precious gems there, jewels. And so there was once a fleet of merchants going out to find jewels, and that disturbed the mind of the like the spirit, Naga spirit, who was the owner of these jewels in the ocean. And so then this spirit caused a lot of strong waves that prevented the ship from returning to the shore. And so then different merchants made different prayers, and some were praying to like Indra, some to Brahma, and so on. And none of it would help anything. And then there was one merchant who supplicated to Tara, and then recited this 10-syllable mantra that we mentioned yesterday. And then the wind was pacified, and the ship returned safely to the shore. And then the 8th is the fear of flesh-eating spirits, since the rakshas. So there was once a Hinayana temple with monks, and so one night a raksha spirit, a flesh-eating spirit, appeared, and apparently they are a particularly ugly spirit. So this kind of ugly spirit with bared fangs appeared, and he came right up to the head of one of the monks, trying to scare him. And then the monk supplicated to Tara, reciting the Tara who protects from the 8 fears. And then a goddess appeared, She was black in color, and she was approaching on a cotton cloth, and she scared the Raksha, and then the Raksha apologized and no harm was caused. So these are the 8 fears. Often we speak also of the 16 fears, but they are quite similar.
That's it. And then you can go to maybe kisi chemo yoro, maybe kisi chemo se. But in all career sena, then go that manier can jitanga to need the nasa to pay need nasa manam about the pension what's all the pay cheat. What the yabo, what you tell me about the catching body, not to each chico, each yabo, not the paying it. Jitante, make what the jarbo that we need somewhere. Man, Tanga as a number of the race. May I tell them more prevalent of the Bandachina? What to do is somewhere.
Main career?
More prevalent of Jetam Juman, the new Pandachina, the new Pandachina. What do you do? Because the only Yabo said, Low Makina, should have picked Marana. What the cheats and you can go to Mika Kisimonana, Kazon Sena. Gonda Manies, I do that, they can't get you on the own. It's some of our Tarsane. Then it's some of our Sadutene. CMG said that Chancho CMG go with that Chancho CMG, Simpiatami told that the Yamna cheese and CMG. What they do, you dump the Sategom, Rayadam Karina Tegom, or they you don't have Nicola Jitudruma. Then Jitudruma, Jankus, Jitudruma, Pama Jank, Nida. Noba, neither Noban Jipatam Joshua, some Julia to say, some need Noban Jipatam Joshua. Or that Chechum Kasi, Gomna, social Kindobada, Gomna, social Chechum Kasi Quantuma. Or the Chi, Candace, they won't see. Or then the Jesu to make good was there junk, was there one young on junk and wanted to show it, tall long, but tall on to the Euro. What in I to on the Toyora?
To one.
You could my was that and was in Jackro, was in Jack. One young to show. Then that on Yadam Gomdora, but in take Chicto, the Ganti Yanchit, but some console some. What a console something on Patani in Drotachi for this. What in Drotamchi? Then Shogia lance at you, say Mugesha Malapona, aunt, send you say me Pachigoris, so ni sesatu then they go or do that need the chair blast or but summer manam about the summer and daughter race took my race or teach something nobody took my race or to do the only
And then there's a visualization from the from Jiten Sumgön's there's a kind of a compendium, a text that has different visualizations on how to clear away certain obstacles. And so there's one visualization that is very beneficial in clearing away disease and harm and negative dreams. And so for when we also as a kind of before we engage in such a visualization, it's important that we also really trust in it. Only if you really trust in it will it be of any benefit. So the visualization itself is like the king, and the mantra is like the minister, and then the person's strength of trust is like the medicine. And so if we don't believe in it, then of course it will not be of much benefit. So this is the visualization that Jiten Sumgön advises to do. So he said that in the evening, before you go to sleep, after you have completed all your evening prayers or practices, first, so as you go to sleep, first give rise to bodhicitta and think that I'm practicing for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then visualize yourself as your Yidam deity. And then at your heart, visualize a green Tara and think that she protects from all disease and all harm. And the size of that Tara is actually up to you. So you can visualize a Tara at your heart. And then from this Tara, like a green bluish light emerges, just like smoke or steam, mist emerging, and it fills your body as the yidam, from your crown down to your feet. And so within that, you should fall asleep. And then in the morning, when you wake up, before you talk to anyone, again, visualize in this way. And it is said that if says that if you practice this, then you will not be harmed by any disease or any kind of obscuring negative influences or negative dreams.
Yeah, okay,
so let's continue with some questions since we only have 30 minutes left. There are a few questions. So I start with the oldest one that I have received. So the first one is, it was mentioned that since all Buddhas are one, when we practice one, we practice all. What is the best way to practice your own deity when practicing another sadhana? If I'm chanting Tara but visualizing another deity or seed syllable, is this okay? I think there's a few questions in one. Let's do the first one first. Dini tangan sukiawa tam chik res sungyorwa. Lat sama chik baris. Dini dendi lat chik dubnat lat sama dub di res. Dini sosu yidam chi bena sosu yidam chi yona. Dini lat shemba ki dubtab nyaman sena. Dini lat shemba nyaman sebe kapla sosu ki yidam. Diti kandes dub kore.
저당 거시는 뭐 제체 정도와 비담도 두로 나기리 두로서 지호 자초에 잡아 나기리 정도 가슴으로 와서 저랑 하고 그러 특히리 다른 일 지나는 게 아주 뭐 시선 번하지 이나 저당自己一旦처음에 이담 자마로 자做这位当这拉学的这位当的在云点工作但是做反正做这没得让你们去呢这真都把东西特拉发光相当这几了这位当的但是云点这工作的是拉学啥的
Rinchen Rinpoche says that practicing a Yidam deity, the Yidam deities are like wearing different clothing. So we just take off one clothing, put on another clothing, but it's still the same inside. So what is meant with practicing one and practicing all is that you have your own root Yidam deity. This is the one that you practice on an ongoing basis, on a daily basis. But then if sometimes you do it like a group practice with some other people, for example, at that time, you should just practice whichever Yidam you are doing together as a group. But then on your own, as you practice on your own, you practice your own Yidam deity. Then if I'm chanting Tara but visualizing another deity or seed syllable, is it okay? And is there a way to do both at the same time? Dini Drumman Yamna Sebe Kablam. Drumman Yamna Sebe Dini Flashemba, Gomna True Rive, and I flash she took so yarwa. Bena Bena Drumma Dabu Gom, Dini took so shred abo. Flashing it so Gomna True Rive.
这这个马的综合，讲起来个是这个马的哪说的？我先把东西这我来先把这个我们我先把东西这讲要是这个马的是哪说
的？ So you should not do that. Actually, Chagmiraga Asya has said that when you practice, when you visualize one deity, you should definitely not recite the mantra or visualize a seed syllable of another deity. When focusing on the seed syllable in the Tara practice, is the result the same as generating heat and bliss in the Vajrayogini practice? Should I be feeling the same? If it is the same, how is it the same? And if it is different, what should we do differently? Deling also Drumman Yamlen Sebe Kabla, Yinglo di Tukso Gomge Yorova, di Gombe Kabla, Pena 파모기 갑라라 파모기 갑라는 so 대바당 drug이 거기로 봐 대바당 drug 데니티 drama 갑라 톡소 거미야 디당 파모 대당 drug이야디 데보치과 치파르베스
저게 지바레 지바레 이담나 제람 템보나 제람 템보나 또 뭐마고나 추제 그래서 그래 제람 템보용 사이치니네 샘 야고 손에디나 라지키보다 추제야 이 편쇼사레 어떻게 했는데 지바레 스미
So the ultimate result should be the same. If your visualization or the generation stage is really stable, even if you don't actually focus on the bliss and heat, but you actually naturally will develop bliss and heat through the stability of your practice. So just the fact that you are able to abide single-pointedly will help you to generate heat and bliss naturally. And I wondered if there's any restrictions, such as not eating meat or sleeping with one's partner while in retreat, or when the retreat is on, or before doing the puja as a regular practice. I have a feeling this type of tantra has some such thing, but I'm not sure. 참디 능신 pena drama tham deva kapla yangna so ta gyundon nyamlen sebe kapla yorwa ti nyamlen sebe kapla teni sha mazana yaga re teni so tokpo yona tena lugi treva yorwa teni mazena yaga yorwe chishinati gyudet chitwa gyudet thompo insarwa Chishna the Gutin Nanshin Tin Rabon Yaman Sena Tim Pachetin of Gogi Usare from Trova de Lapita.
Yeah. What is your what he shamazati china? What is he gazi bond on the yoga race?
Shamazana Yagre.
Shamazayan, they make a kasi bond on the yoga race. Or Nima J bond on the Nima. That you then come out on Nimaje, Nimaje Chamazan, Victoris, go to what an argument some attended Nimaje Chimaton, so such go on. Give out of law.
So if you should basically try your best not to engage in non-virtuous actions such as eating meat or any of the other non-virtuous actions. So if you're able to just avoid that for one day of practice, then that's excellent, even if you can't do it on an ongoing basis. But you just try to avoid non-virtuous conduct as much as you can. But regarding eating meat, so eating meat is a stronger negativity. So if you're able to not eat meat, then that's better. I could not attend the empowerment ritual online on Friday. I have attended it on the repeat video on YouTube. Have I received the empowerment from this repeat video? Sapasa na wang di shoto yo mare. Ina yang digi chela tini YouTube na wang di shoto yo re. Tini ina video ra rwa lonien muna tanda rang ma rwa. Tini tin nang shin korong wang di top gitu is.
Te ta ta soson dumba ta jikwa yin sam soson dumba china ran rikyo jire ta zanga to ni YouTube with online ta jikwa jang tong de me zang wa ja yo ma wa anta tilu mala te la mo wa ta zo te ne ce ma bo mo chiran dumba da ya bo ti ta top song zang dumba ta song na top de jire sa.
And it mainly depends on your own aspiration. So if you have the aspiration and also the confidence of I have received the empowerment, then you also have received the empowerment. Okay, then on page 25,
Ina Bieler. Garcian Boche, you got the one who should all correct. One more to Chajan things. So be new and something about the Nazi Rinpoche. The Lamato one, Lamato one on the physical Rinpoche. What you try not so what the Richida, one more to things on pay one of those and Rinpoche.
Rinchen Rinpoche actually says that nowadays it's so convenient to receive so many empowerments, and that he himself receives so many empowerments over the live stream or just over a recording, something. And she always prepares the various videos for Rinpoche to watch. And so this way, Rinpoche was able to receive all kinds of empowerments from great lamas. And so he says that today it's really the best. You can just receive any empowerment just from your living room. Dira?
Really? That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, daramdo. Shorted Nishutsenga, the drama Nishutsachignanora. So on page 25 of the sadhana, the verse reads, "Your feet pressing left out, right in." I guess it doesn't matter much, but all of the images of Tara I've seen shows the right leg extended, ready for her to move, and the left leg is folded in. Can someone explain this? Dira? Dumba dinala. Di sungguta ye gom yun kyang sunggiyorba. Tini namgyu yinarba. Di namgyu drama ki pananarba. Ye kyang yun gom yorba. Kain se na ti drama chanko tini ya lang chok samchin ropa yap chok dawa yorba. Tini ti kare ina ta tela yang ye gom yun kyang namgyu yina tini.
Yeah, you know, Druma, the Mandas and that's it on Druba Russia. So that Druman Jibo, but then you must say, this is good watch and say, Mandas, the noon does this is not Druba Jam or Russia. There are Druma Junk Tiraniba, DNQ or somebody. Konan say, Druma, the Chitangazo, nobody don't do Kaduna, if you don't have running to me. You can the Shabin and Bantra to Marmata. You didn't know the Terura. Northern Marit, Jinata, Roman is suffix, Madas, disease, and Jaffers and Wonder. Chitan Barka can do things on Badre, and Roman is suffix, Badre, and Chanson is suffix to Chichale. In Judan, you said, for 8 and what is the dish door now, say into Penton and shoulder.
Altelatana,
Barthajan.
And so it's just because there are different taras, so that in the 21 taras there are different forms of tara, and so the one that has the right leg extended is the green tara, but now in the 21 taras they're not all the green tara, they're different kinds of taras, and so we're always doing this recitation, so it's definitely correct, it's not wrong. It's just a different emanation of Tara. You can also look at an image, there's actually images out there of the 21 Taras that have English and also Tibetan kind of a like a key that helps you know which Tara is which one. So if you look at the picture, you can see. Then may I eat meat or eggs before this Tara practice? I think you probably answered that, right? Then, how does the mantra rotate when I visualize myself as the green Tara, clockwise or anti-clockwise? Which is the correct way the mantra rotates? The Druman Yamnan Seva Kabla didn't shot and Gonga Sacho, whatever.
No, that's it. I also think on the Tanda. Kashi Goma Shama, Kashi Shari, not that channel, don't manage.
Kerang Sama Kare?
别想这吧，得学的这么多。天见有望啊，从天见观照见这样。光下来的，他个什么公啊啥啥几块几箱，那种多。我嘛，我是强教练，教我这个真的，强教练嘛，钱真多。晓得强教练，他话可以下啥西米走，这样公啊啥晓得了后，嘛钱挺差不多卡拉的，呀，他下没啥公啊，上看怎么的那个我这个，教我弄的。
So I did ask the first question because it's a little different with the eggs, and so should we eat? Can we eat meat or eggs before the Tara practice? And that depends how you see eggs. So some people think that eggs are the same as eating meat, and some think that there's a difference. So in my own personal opinion, I do think that there is a connection between egg and meat. Kenshin Rinpoche, Kenshin Kunchi Gyamzen, he actually says that it's exactly the same. Eggs are just the same as meat. And in Zhangzhoubleng, we had this joke kind of going. There was a cook who was cooking for the monks, and there were a few monks who didn't eat meat, but they would eat eggs. And then he would always call for them. So all those monks who don't eat meat, but who still eat eggs, please come here. So everybody found that really funny. Nice. That's that.
Ina. Druma ta se yekom ka se yekom yong jang xia men san de rin do ba no.
There's this if you can see this image of Tara with her left leg stretched out and the right one bent. Can you see it? It's
I share. Yeah, okay, that's true. Do it, I think.
Then it iratim ngarang drama janko kombe kabla. Then nganko tiro nganko ti yeko kogori yonko kogori.
Well, then do not yonko la, do I?
Did I?
Yonko la, don't you know?
Okay. So the second question here was which way does the mantra rotate? And so Rinpoche says, according to this text, it is anti-clockwise. Then how the 21 taras, how are the 21 taras related to the 4 activities? Is there such a connection? So leishi drava khara yores, leishi drava yorve.
Yodiri, Yoya, she didn't want to lay some drops of Lambo. Yodiri. That's English. Lay some my other Druma, you're not telling you to up, or Druma Bay, Yakun, Yabo drop dinner, Yabon China, Yabon to your race, Yabon to get it, or intentionally carry none of it, Druma Yabo drop dinner. Plus, some Malaysia and Dogo.
So certainly there's a connection between the 21 taras and the 4 activities, but I can't go, I don't know the difference between each of them in particular now, but in general, actually, when you practice any deity, let's say you practice green tara, then all enlightened activities are accomplished through the green tara. Or actually the same is true for any other deity. Whichever deity you practice, they are all related to the 4 activities.
Well, that's it.
So here is the image of that tara with the legs the other way around.
Yeah.
Could you please show how to do the special mudras for the Tara practice? Are they different from Anuttara Yoga Tantra in this Kriya Tantra? The drama nyamrangi nala mixegi sagya chusura lakpa gi sagya.
No, Shazia mixes here, you might argan bad into Mato. 你对二干把的都几块了是吧？这边他们是小在吃的，那忙不了嘛。
Then the gyuri, the lame gyuri, yana sabe gyuri.
可上网听那那没gyuri是啦是吧？那没gyuri是可是那网他就话可能那听到的网我去拿做这地做出来的那的街上下来你这车上多。
So there are no special mudras for this Tara practice. It's just the common mudras of Argam, Padyam, and so forth. But there's no other mudras, really, no special mudras for this practice. And the practice does belong to the Anuttara Yoga Tantra, which is the highest Yoga Tantra. This was the empowerment text that we used the other day from the 50 empowerments, like an elaboration of the 50 empowerments. See, that's how you said it. I think that's all the questions I have here.
I have a question.
There's a question here.
Yes. I have a question. It's about the syllable thumb in the heart, in the middle of the mantra. The middle is a thumb, right?
Yeah.
So Jugula was saying the home, it's a waffle, like for the waffle one.
Yeah.
So it's any time, like when we recite the so always the thumb, or can we visualize that with a home, even when it's in a difficult condition? So can we can be waffle, can be the home in the middle?
Patrick Hoson, this momento, that Casantin, Shiva in a tam was a Congo Yora, Amdara Tutara so had a tam Congo Yorava, any two in a hung to so hung Congo Yorava, Dini Pachimang hum come to Yosarava, in an Amdara Tutara so I am come to Yori. Any Amdara Tutara so Haki Kiola, hum come not over. It should be okay.
Yeah, I think okay.
Yeah, Rinpoche thinks it's okay.
Did you mean with the wrathful mantra, like the Hare?
No, I mean the second, like a tongue is like a peaceful, yeah, but the whole is.
Yeah.
So what he thinks is okay is to clarify is that you visualize a home surrounded by the Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha mantra.
Yeah.
So that is okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, take us and the Kyosa, Jatan so that's a Drama Koranti, whom go not in Jiggy land or Chot, say. The enthusiasm is taking on because you get you at the corner and region that's seeing those on your business, nothing at all.
So yeah, I think it's okay to visualize the hung because the hung does occur as one of Tara's seed syllables in her wrathful aspect. So since it is sort of part of a Tara practice, it should also be okay that you put it in the center of this 10 syllable mantra, the Om Tara Tu Tara Tura Soha mantra.
The same.
Yeah,
Same direction.
And it goes counterclockwise.
Yeah, that's what Jenny Suna chase. You have
Maybe another question?
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Earlier in the teachings, Drupon Rinpoche mentions that there was like a wrathful Tara mantra, and I don't know if it was for a specific Tara or all of the wrathful Taras. Could he please repeat that mantra and tell me whether it was for one of the 21 Taras or for like just a general one for like more wrathful emanations?
Kasanti Towing Agyorova.
Really?
Towing that drama mixer gi ngak da wor ve na chitang thomo chama gi ngak re deni yang ge ding ngak sung ro nang
Tete sare te Druma Koran kenal the Hivek number Chine Menduna to Cho number Chin Duya what a Cho not don't know if it is
deni drama gi number kare de de
Druma Koran number say Lamdue
drama khanda da wo chiri mona so khanda
the Karada yeah, I think Himba Chabamado.
re de ina di ngak di yang ge sung ro nang
Yeah, something
okay so Rinpoche is looking something up, and in the meantime, I will say what he just said. So the first Tara tries to tame beings with peaceful means, but if she cannot tame them with peaceful means, then she manifests as a wrathful Tara to tame beings. He's looking for the specific Tara you're asking for.
Then the just young daughter not Harani to that race at Germany City, Jenny Bola or as in Harani. Chitante, Tinsari, that's a also that Drumake, Druma Koran and Ricos, that's a Hivek Medu, that show and down Sarva.
Mix a dramatic Marva.
Mix it Druma and somebody said, you know, or the that Hivek Medu, show Nabachine home took out home room. Not the last one. Om Namo Tare, Om Namo Tare.
Om Namo Tare.
Om Namo Hare.
Om Namo Hare.
Hong Hare.
Hong Hare.
Soha.
Soha.
Hare you say Lando, that is Hare you Lando thing from Zavina.
Because in the root text says Harani, so you have two Haras in there. So you have Om Namo Tare, Om Namo Hare, so that's the first Hare, and then Hung Hare, second Hare, Soha. And so yeah, so there's it's so Rinpoche says it doesn't seem to be one specific Tara, but first you have the peaceful Tara who tries to tame beings, but then if she cannot tame beings, then the seed syllable in her heart transforms into a Hung, and she becomes wrathful to tame beings.
Yeah, don't do it.
Could we share the PDF? The book. I'm not sure if I understand this question. Or could we share with us the PDF of the book you're sharing now on the screen? It looks lovely. Oh, can I do part and use it up part the PDF to use it tab. That drama read la use it up the Nansala Dana Chogre. It's fine, but you can also find it online. PDF. Tab. Yeah. Well, he thought that he sent the whole thing now, but he said it also is available online.
I
don't have any more questions here.
Yeah.
In the Jigten Sumum to pacify epidemics you talked about yesterday, the first part of it before the one with the nostrils, when it was just the Tara in the heart, to protect from all disease and to clear and pacify epidemics like around the house and the neighborhood and the world and all this, where you said something about misty light emerges from the Tara at your heart and it spreads like brilliant light spheres. Like, what are these spheres? We just got a clarification on what these little spheres were. Are they
Katsang Mikpa Yorva. Nipa nala tini sosu kininka nala drama chung chik chungkang chikom tini ti changkora tini usa changko nabun nangshin sosu supula ya kang tini sosu kang bala koyo chama kang tini komgo yorwa tini nala yang tini ti wöchenbo yore wöchenbo par yore tini tigla dang chepa tini dabo shik song samsong tini ti kararis
tigla yo sami tigla yo ya yorwa 이제 다 우리 tigla yo 말해 좀 더.
no tigla re samsong tigla
이제
tigla master di kakaro di mit pa kakaro
그래 스다카가 tigla 신의 고민하러 와 신의 고민 이게 tigla 요나 매선 tigla 자요 말해서 어제 당시 나세야 랑한테는 이해 그 제출들만 보네 제출들만 자 패션 인더스 공나는 이사 제출들만 보면 다 제출들만 충분히 이나 라사 인더스 공나 리서 two cons 어떻게 보네 어떻게 티그 꼴이죠 나우스나 나우스 못 봐나이 저 칼리칼 다 어제 또 그거 어떻게 좋네 단행도 장본행이나 강트레 코피나 상마 강네 되는 카드 나도 파포 같은 소리 마르스모네 된 컴바나 강 된 윤감 상마한테 강 송오장 어떤 좀
So in this visualization, so you visualize at the center of your heart a Tara, a green Tara the size of a thumb joint, like an inch. And then from her body, green light emerges like mist. And so this green light is brilliant. So it's like mists of light spheres emerging. So it's not specifically windows actually, but it's like brilliant light spheres emerging from her body and filling up first your heart, then filling up your entire body, and then filling up your room, and then your surroundings, and then like spreading everywhere.
어떤 다다디 총지면 따라디 차타 중에서 샤바스티나 강요 차제 차타제 이렇게 자 대바르죠
there's this web address here that Rinpoche shared in the chat for the 21 taras with the image.
Chabas, right? Chabas. Yeah, okay. I also show that what's in it. Saying then some to get then also that drama in Yamati, some be able to so then some to get teach it what was it?
So then we stop the teachings here now. The Tara practice has really been wonderful with all of you, and thank you very much for joining. But we will continue with a Gana Chakra feast offering in the afternoon.
Okay. Thank you. See you.
Thank you, Ina. Thank you.
Thank you, Drubon Khyentse.
Thank you. Now